possible?
Here's what we got. Dr. Ryan Petrilla was killed last Thursday night as he was walking home from his night shift. He was shot in the right shoulder at around 10:53, according to eyewitnesses.
Do we know what caliber?
9mm.
Who are our suspects?
First, we're going to talk to our witness, Leo Thomas, see what he knows. Then we're going to talk to our suspect, Jonathan Harding. Wife died from complications due to surgery.
Let me guess, Dr. Petrilla was operating that day.
Finally, we're going to talk to a man named Connor Davis. He was roommates with him in college. Turns out they work in neighboring hospitals.
The little doctor?
Physician's assistant. Didn't do too well in college as Petrilla.
All right, let's go.
All right, this is our first witness, Leo Thomas.
Okay.
Mr. Thomas, thanks for taking the time to talk to us today.
Yeah, no problem.
So what exactly happened the night of the 15th?
Well, there's not much to say. I was up late. I went up to the kitchen to get a snack. And I look out my kitchen window. There's a guy holding a gun. Shot the man. Ran off.
And you called the cops after, I'm assuming?
Of course I did. There was not much to say. It was over in an instant.
So, was the suspect in front of him or behind?
They were facing each other. He shot him and ran off.
So, which way did he run? Towards or away from him?
Well, he shot the guy and ran the same direction.
Did you know the man who died?
No.
He was a doctor at Lakeside General Hospital, surgeon. So do you know what time it was?
No. I wasn't looking at the clock. Maybe 11?
Can you give us any other details, facial features?
I don't know.
Anything like that?
It was dark. Maybe dark hair. There was a reflection in his eyes.
After the gunshot, he ran away?
Yes, sir. That's really all I know. It happened very quickly, and also I was afraid for my own life too.
So, where did this happen? Across the street, in front of your house?
It was across the street. It was dark. I couldn't see them very well.
Mr. Thomas, is there anything else that you can tell us?
There was no shouting, just a gunshot.
We didn't really get much out of him that I already knew.
No, the reflection in his eyes. He was wearing glasses.
Nice catch. So, where to next?
A man named Jonathan Harding.
And you think he's our guy?
Well, his wife died from the doctor's surgery, so right now he's our most likely guess. Thanks. Thank you for opening up your home for us.
Of course.
Sorry for your loss.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Can we,
Yes, of course. Let's...
So let's start at the beginning. I'm sorry, I don't know your wife's name.
Her name was May.
Okay, can you tell us exactly what happened to her?
Yeah, she was going in for surgery. She got into a car accident and there was internal bleeding and she didn't make it out.
What day was the surgery?
The 11th, that Sunday.
Tell me, where were you on the night of the 15th?
I was here at my apartment. I got off work at 6 and stayed here the entire night.
How well did you know the surgeon who operated on her?
Just from that day. That dreadful day where it wasn't his fault. He did what he could. I'm the suspect, aren't I? You think it was me?
We're just asking questions right now, trying to get to the bottom of this.
If I could just say for a second, I'm being set up.
What?
I've been getting these. They're notes being sent to my house telling me to confess and what will happen if I don't.
How long have you been getting these?
Since the day after the murder. It was one every couple days at first, but now it's at least twice every day.
We'll be looking into this.
Thank you so much. I'm really starting to feel afraid here.
Do you own a firearm?
Yes, I do. It's a Recon CS6.
All right, well, thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Do you believe that? someone else is harassing him and sending him notes to confess?
I'm not sure about it. Sometimes people write notes for themselves to try to frame someone else. I'm not convinced.
Who's that? Who would he be trying to frame?
I don't know. He has the motive and the murder weapon. Let's go talk to our next guy.
The college room.
Thanks for letting us talk to you.
No problem.
So how do you know Dr. Petrillo?
We were roommates in college. He was always better than me, though, at everything. But at junior of our college year, I was fed up with him.
What's up?
I just began to hate him. He always got better grades than me. I would struggle. He was just always on top. Got all the girls. I grew up to hate him, but I would never kill him. Sure, I was completely jealous of him and all his accomplishments, but I could never end someone's life.
So you weren't exactly great friends.
No, he probably never knew I resented him so much. We weren't the closest of friends.
Where were you the night of the 15th?
Out with a couple guys down at the Lazy Rooster Bar and Grill. I have our receipt, probably somewhere probably at my desk.
Would you mind getting that for us?
Not at all.
Thank you. Have you stayed in contact with Dr. Petrillo all this time?
Not really. On and off. We talked every once in a while, is what I'm saying. Not often, though.
Do you happen to have a firearm in the house?
No, I do not.
Do you mind if we take a little look around?
By all means.
Do you know of a Mr. Harding?
I know Mrs. Harding. Ryan has lost his third patient in all of his years.
Well, thank you for your time.
No problem.
Woods? Well, receipt checks out. He was there until 11:36, and that's when he paid the check. He could have stayed longer.
It's pretty clear. Harding has the motive and the murder weapon.
We got a warrant. Let's book him.
Be careful, Marshall.
I always am.
No, I'm being set up. I swear.
Tell it to the judge.
No.
Hey, what's wrong? We got a guy. Open his shut case.
Those notes, though.
Yeah. But just like he said, he wrote them to himself. He had a little time.
Yeah.
Although, are they the same handwriting?
Open the case file.
There. Look. There are some differences, but it looks like they were trying to be like his.
It had to be Harding, though. His wife died under Petrillo's knife. Flip to Davis.
Just like he said, Holker on Petrillo's coattails. He wouldn't kill him though. And how? He was at the bar.
He showed up late.
What?
He said he was out all night. We asked him where he was on that night.
He was there that night. After the murder.
He killed Petrello on the way to the bar and hung out there to get his alibi.
But we searched the whole house. There was no gun there.
Look, lower grades than Petrello. The girl Petrello married was the girl they were both interested in.
A couple months ago, Petrello got a merit award, recognized in the medical community.
The straw that broke the camel's back.
But the gun, where's the gun?
That's what I can't get my head around. He had a reason, his alibi doesn't clear him. But what about the weapon that he used, and how does he know Mr. Harding?
He knew of Mrs. Harding. He probably tracked down her husband to frame him for the murder.
Hello?
We found the murder weapon
Where is it?
behind one of the toilets in the bathroom of the Lazy Rooster on Broderick Avenue.
We got our guy.
Marshall, I just realized, because he kept going after he shot him, he was going to the bar.
Put your hands behind your back. Woods, are you okay, buddy?